Well, you want a pretty one? Is that what you're looking for?
Well, here.
Pretty. Because see, it has a little thing.
I'll open this. Well, try to figure it.
Yeah, and then last night, or not last night, Tuesday night afternoon, I lost my one cat.
Your what?
She ran away in the forest.
Your Pat.
Cat.
Cat.
My kitten, Hildy.
Ran away in the forest.
Yeah.
You're,
I had her on a leash.
This is not your.
No.
Well, cats don't usually do too well on leashes.
I know, it was her. She's recent. She was new. Blue's good. She's just like a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Butler's getting better. Now they look like.
Now, did you read all this? Dried on the vine, all that stuff. Did you read that?
The Nutrifig. It doesn't say dried on the vine.
Fig ripen, vine ripened.
No, it doesn't say vine
Never
ripened.
touched by human hands. We employ gorillas.
No, doesn't say that.
No.
Oh man, what's that thing I was just
it says all
reading
that.
today? No, it doesn't say vine ripened.
It doesn't say about the gorillas.
Mm-mm.
Okay. There's something very gorilla-y looking about it.
Yeah, it almost looks like gorilla knuckles or something.
Gorilla knuckles. Yeah, look at the gorilla knuckles here. Now, if you must have them in that, put that in there. Now.
Ooh, perfect fit. Dang. That looks great. Let's see. They have a lot of potassium, 240 milligrams. Total carbohydrates is 26 grams. Sugars, 20 grams of sugar. Now that is in 1/4 cup, and there are 6 servings per container. And that's 110 calories. Interesting. I'm trying to think of what I have. I know I have it written down, so I can go and get it and tell you later. But they're talking about turning nutrients into poison, and the codex something or other. And I found that really interesting today, where reading the supplementals, where they're trying to get the supplementals classified as a poison, and that there were, oh man, I'll get the information and give it to you, because it was really, really interesting. And it's about the, more or less, the breakdown of our physical bodies by the pharmaceutical companies. And when you are given food, your food is the nutrients to your body. Well, when you're given a food and it doesn't have the nutrients and your body starts to break down, then that's where the drugs come in to, oh, well, you have a disease and let me give you this drug that the side effects are worse than the drug or than the disease itself. And when you have the pharmaceutical companies who are on the board of the organic products, it's like you can make any study go whichever way you want it to go, depending on who's paying for it. I'm entertaining them with some stuff I saw today on the web. They look like do they taste better than they look?
Oh, I don't know how good you think they look. You know what's inside a fig Newton?
Oh, good. Yeah.
This thing.
Well, then you know what? It's really not processed that much.
Delicious. Would you pour me some tea, please?
Yes, sir. That was kind of rude of me. I didn't even notice.
So if there's someone there at Burger King watching this show. Oh, yeah. We see you. There you are.
You have pits in there? Pits.
Pits? It has lots of
Or
them.
as seeds?
All those little crunchy things are the seeds.
Do you think they're as good for you as grape seeds are? You know, grape seeds are really good for you.
Yeah? I've heard. Yeah, all right.
Who's this?
Says Scott Sharp, David Connor Jones. Is that Richard
Richard Falk?
Falk?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack. Where are you from?
Cracker Jacks. I've had Cracker Jacks as
Where
a
are
child.
you from?
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Okay, then you don't remember the Cracker Jacks probably. You did in Pennsylvania. We had Arthur Smith and the Cracker Jacks.
Mm-hmm.
They did their TV show out of Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
No,
And
I
you
didn't
could
know
and
that.
you could get it up this way
Yeah.
if you were in the right spot.
What was it, like a PBS station?
They had they had Brother Ralph. Yeah, it was a TV station
Uh-huh.
down there, the Charlotte TV station, and they had Arthur Smith and the Cracker Jacks. I don't think this is.
Or was that 50s
I
music?
don't think this is a pit. I think that's where the
A seed?
vine connects to it.
Mm.
The stem. So they got some little stem thing.
All right.
The
Oh, okay,
little
so what are you doing sticking it on your plate?
Hmm?
So is that what you're doing sticking it on your plate?
I would.
Okay. Or stick it in the
We're gonna
paper.
have some sticky hands. Should we have enough finger bowls?
That's what you have tongues for. To lick your fingers.
Is bringing it back. It says bringing it back to Mo Daddy's
Where's that at?
next door to Mama Sita's on Biltmore Avenue. Saturday, August 23rd. Rock, rock, rock.
Okay, so that's not this weekend and it's next weekend.
But that's not why I brought this.
Oh yeah, why'd you bring it?
I brought this to remind me that this weekend, that Saturday night, David Connor Jones, his other band, you know who David Connor Jones is? Okay.
I lead a sheltered life.
Okay, well, he's the guy who originally produced he was the producer for the Global Report.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
And he produces a show called something like Asheville Music Scene or something, or I'm not sure, but he does, where he goes around to the various places where the bands play, and now and then he'll bring one into the studio, just different things. But he does local music scene, and he does good, and he's always seems to have his finger in a good project of some sort, and one of his other bands is called the Good Old Boys, and they're going to play there Saturday night.
At the same place?
At Mo Daddy's, which is next door to Mama Sita's on Biltmore Avenue.
Okay,
Now-
so that's like the main drag going south, correct? On Biltmore?
Biltmore Avenue.
That's right at the square type.
I don't know north and east.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
All
it's
right.
that direction.
But it's Biltmore Avenue. It's across the street from the French Broad Food Co-op, where on Wednesdays my friends sell the fish at the tailgate market.
Okay, so that's going towards the orange peel?
Yeah, it's like it's almost, it's not quite next door to the orange peel.
Uh-huh.
There's there's something like, there's the orange peel, and then if you're coming up the hill, it'll be the orange peel, and then I think it's a hardware store, and then it's,
Oh, is that the Mast Hardware?
I don't think
is that
so.
Mast?
I don't
No.
know.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
the name of it. But Mast Hardware, you've seen a Mast Hardware store somewhere?
Yeah. During Belshire, when I was out walking
Uh-huh.
around, there was a stage down on, I guess that was
Okay.
the Biltmore stage, and then walking up,
Well,
it was
see, I
the
don't
Mass
know.
General
the,
Store.
The answer is no, I don't know. But I know the orange peel, and then I know there's another little place, and then I know there's Mama Sita's.
Is that a restaurant? Is that what that is?
That's where I ate a burrito there yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
They have a very good burrito, very spicy.
Yeah?
The chicken was
hot
very
stuff,
spicy.
really?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
And
I
then,
like that.
and then next door to that is Mo Daddy's, which is a new club that's open. And already they're getting the great lineup of bands. But what I was wanting to say is that David Connor Jones is going to play there. So since he's a member here and he's always got his finger in a good project. I have never seen this Cracker Jack thing, and I have never seen the Good Old Boys either. But I should think they're all good because I know some of the players and stuff in them all, and they're all pretty good jammers and players and stuff. So I know it's going to be.
what kind? Well, judging
Good.
by the guitar, what is it? Classic rock?
I have no idea what Cracker Jack is. Yeah, rock and roll. I'm guessing rock and roll. Let me see. Help me look in the big teapot there.
The big one?
And you'll find a wire thing. I need the wire thing. You see it? Is it in there?
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm glad I washed my hands.
I am.
Oh, that's right. I was licking my fingers after I ate those dates.
Were you?
Yeah, I did.
Well,
I licked them and then I wiped them off on my pants to dry them.
really?
Yep.
Well, let me tell you something. The hot water of this tea kettle will sterilize even your sticky fingers.
No, they aren't sticky. I licked them.
I know. Well, your licky fingers in that case. All the germs from your licky fingers will soon, as soon as this hot water hits them,
Cool.
I wouldn't worry about it. Would you like some of this kind of tea in that pot? Do you think that would be a good thing?
Is that the oolong?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, yeah. That sounds way cool. Yeah, I was looking at the oolong in that catalog, and it doesn't sound like it's that expensive.
In the catalog
Yeah,
you've brought in here?
yeah.
See, I haven't gotten to that. We need to look at that.
Mhm.
Let me see. What have I covered so far? I have covered that David Connor Jones and the Good Old Boys are going to be playing Saturday at that place, and I've covered. Here, would you put?
Mm-hmm.
The deal is put that back in there and pour that water from that Tweety pot
Okay.
in there.
All right. Now, are we just leaving the ball drop?
Yeah.
All righty.
Would you please? All right. And I'm gonna get that. Your tea catalog. I didn't know. I thought it was teapots.
Oh yeah, no, it's tea. When I
Hey,
was
where is
packing-
everybody?
When I was packing my things, I grabbed a couple of things that I didn't pack up or didn't trash or.
How you like my new big tea kettle?
I like it.
Oh,
It's a
go
new
ahead,
one?
fill it up.
More?
Yeah, we have
Oh.
plenty.
I mean, it's.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. All right. Now pick one of those two pots there. Which one of those do you think I should use for our next kind of tea? No. I know which one. The tall little that one right there. Yeah. I'll put some green tea in.
Did you want some in there now?
No,
you want
just set the water down until I
no.
get some tea in there.
Unplug?
It's okay. Yeah. I can turn it back on.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, this is the primo too of the green teas.
Cool.
How many teas can we have?
I don't know. It's like which one has caffeine in, and how long will it take before they start kicking in? I'm still on that addiction, the caffeine,
Oh, yeah.
the
Okay.
Mountain Dew. Ooh,
And you'll probably wanna
caffeine one.
try some of the green tea then. If,
That is some good tea.
tea is not necessarily the most efficient way to get caffeine into you. However, there are a lot of I think alkaloids, close relatives to caffeine in tea. There's caffeine too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's quite the caffeine jolt as a cup of coffee.
Right.
But there's other things that that have a similar effect.
Mm-hmm.
I like even better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And, okay. Yeah. How about this? Don't you think that isn't this industrial?
Mm-hmm. Now, is there a screen in there that stops the tea from coming out?
A little bit.
Cool.
You saw that tea that I put in there was very skinny.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in there, you can see what the screen is. And you see that the holes are rather large in it.
Oh wow, yeah.
But if you'll watch those tea leaves, they're going to get very big, very fast.
So then they won't go through the hole?
Not much. Wow. Very cool. The everybody
Figs,
knows
not dates.
the woes of being a mad scientist. Okay.
And
And
you want to share?
what? Oh no.
Why?
Aren't we nosy today? I was just talking. I was just saying stuff.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it looks like you have some stuff.
stuff. What? This? What?
Yeah, it looks like there's some.
There's some tea.
What do you call it?
I give up. What do you call it? Okay.
Herbs.
That was green tea.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I need to get back. Oh, look at this. They have some little tea cookies in here. They have just. Oh, look at this. And they, like, are we to assume like this thing here, which is $46, if you bought it, it would come with this red teapot?
Yes, that's a gift basket. Now you'll have to check out whether those are retail or whether they are wholesale prices, because these are trade magazines that I had brought from a trade show. I'm not sure which trade show because I've gone to a lot of trade shows up in New York, down in Orlando, down in Miami.
They make tea sickles.
Oh wow!
That
Now that's interesting.
That would be good. Iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
Popsicle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on those hot days.
I know it. Okay, here they have a variety of tea infusers. They have one here that's made like a heart.
Mm-hmm.
There's one similar to the one we were just using. It's the smaller version, which I can't find my smaller version. And now I have only two of the big ones. And
What, like that?
yeah, like the one
Or-
that fits in the Martha Stewart everyday hydrangea pattern. That
This
one.
one? This is a Martha Stewart?
That's a Martha Stewart. Mhm.
Wow.
And,
Pretty.
And so, leave it to Martha, really. I was like, when I started doing the tea party and stuff, well, just actually before I started doing it on TV, and I was trying to get my tea party thing together, you know, and I was trying to come up with, you know, grandma's teapot, best I could. And I was going to the store, and suddenly I found out that even finding a teapot is not an easy chore. But finding the right teapot was, like, for instance, I was in Walmart last night. Okay.
Looking for teapots?
I did. I looked.
Yeah?
I looked for teapots and tea kettles, and in tea kettles, I forget. I found 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or something like that. Various tea kettles for.
Now, tea kettles you're talking about, those
for
are the
boiling water.
aluminum.
These were
So there's a difference between the aluminum and the ceramic.
right now. These are the ones that I use are stainless steel.
Okay.
Aluminum is common.
Okay.
At Walmart, I found a lot of aluminum ones, and I found several that were porcelain coated, you know, metal with porcelain coating on it. And there may have been some stainless there too. Probably were some stainless, I believe. But I found a good number of pots to boil water in, kettles. Kettles. Guess how many teapots I found at Walmart?
How many?
None.
No teapots?
No, I
You
can't.
mean like your ceramic or?
Can't find,
No?
To my knowledge, Walmart does not carry a teapot. And even their biggest super Walmart store.
They don't carry a teapot?
Would you believe that?
No.
Well, that's the kind of perverse world we live in. That's why I'm trying.
Walmart doesn't have a teapot.
I'm telling you. I mean, that should throw up some.
Does that say that we're not refined, that we wouldn't have fine china in our kitchens? Or is that where the problem is? They think that teapots are too upper class.
No, I don't know. I just don't think that they think that it's a viable thing to. They don't have one in their store.
Right.
You know, I don't know, because there's nothing in the computer that says they need one. You know, I mean, the computer makes this decision, right? And a very small handful of people program these computers. You know, very small, very few people, and apparently no one that is making this decision drinks tea. So they don't, or maybe they just use tea bags.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
The more
Let's see what's going
economical
on with
way.
this. Someone is calling me on my phone. Hello.
He has a conversation going right now in his ear.
Oh, hi,
so
Anna.
Don't mind him. Let's see. Shall we try more tea?
Well,
Ooh,
can you
a
see how many
talking head.
teapots I have on the table right now? Can you see I have 4? Now the one that she's lifting right now has oolong in it. Okay. And this one that she's has PG tips. Are you familiar with PG tips? Okay. And then there's a green tea in this one that she's lifting. That one. Well, I don't know if it has English written on it or not, but it's green tea from Wuyi Mountain in China. I can tell you that about it. It is from Wuyi Mountain in China. So that's about all you really need to know on that tea. But anyway, underground green tea? It's not really underground. It's actually quite popular in China. From Wuyi Mountain, it's among some of the teas that were the favorites of many emperors and things. Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, I know, but I'm just pointing that out. I'm just pointing out that there was like close to a dozen tea kettles, but no tea pots. There you go. Can't get a single teapot. So anyway, so I couldn't get a single teapot. I mean, they didn't carry a plain white porcelain teapot. You know. Well, what I was panic stricken. You know. Yes. So. That's right. That's right. So, but then it dawned on me all of a sudden, like a bolt of lightning. I thought, Martha Stewart. I thought she would not let me down. So I jumped in the car and I ran over to Kmart, and lo and behold, at Kmart, Martha Stewart carries 2 teapots. One that's more formal and a little too Republican for my taste.
This is the one?
And
this is the one?
This one right now that she's lifting, which is the everyday hydrangea pattern, and that is Grandma's teapot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and I said, and it was an acceptable teapot. But for a while I didn't know if I'd be able to find an acceptable teapot to get started with. You know, now I've sorted out all the good places, and I know the kitchen shops and stuff. You know, and I'm on the internet searching for them, and I'm in Goodwill once a week searching, see can I find a teapot or a good teacup. You know, but you just have to do that. Do you? And did you know that there's a big there's a teapot museum getting ready to open up here in North Carolina?
No.
Yeah, really. Sparta, I think. Is Sparta in North Carolina, or is that?
That's South Carolina, or what is Sparta?
No. Anyway, I forget. I have all the. I can email you. Do you email? And look. See. This is my newest cream pitcher. Can you see this? It has plums and apples and grapes and
Here, you want
such.
me to put it up closer?
A monk. Oh. All right. How many do you have? All right. Well, I have 4 on the table right here, and I have I have 3 more besides these. But doing a TV show and stuff, my china and all gets broken. I started out with a good bit of what do you call it? I can't even remember. Yeah, who makes the pattern, the Nantucket basket looking pattern, the white one? Here, wait a minute. Hang on. I gotta tell you all this. Hang on. Let me see. What's really gonna get you is when we find out that I filmed the show yesterday. I started out with with a bunch of Wedgwood. Yeah, I like the Conway pattern on the Wedgwood. And I'll show you the last piece of this I've got left. Anyway, I soon found out that doing this is it. And if you look inside, can you see that?
Oh, cool.
See? And so, anyway, I found out that doing a TV show, the China doesn't last very long because I have to hurry and rush in here and set up and get ready and do the show, and then I have to break down quick and get out of here so other people can get in and do their shows, and I have to haul all these dishes home in a box and wash them and one thing and then another. Your China gets broken. So I'm constantly on the lookout for a good teacup or a teapot or something, because I know inevitably everything will get broken. Well, let me hang up now and get back to doing my. Well, you should just come to tea. Oh. Well, if you wear blue like the Glow Lady, you'll just blend in.
Be a talking head.
See what I mean? Okay. This is the first time you've seen the show, right? Did it blow your mind? Did it blow your mind? Okay. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Which one? Is that the one that's on?
Ah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He will be right back.
All right, bye-bye.
See? Told ya.
Huh?
I told him that you would be right back.
Oh. Well, she wanted
Something exciting?
She wanted to talk about teapots, don't you know?
Yeah.
So.
That's cool.
But she should have been here talking about teapots. That's,
True.
know.
But that means that people are interested in
That's
teapots.
right.
I have mine.
But I don't do a call-in show. I try to not do a call-in show. This is a face to face. This is a one-on-one show. This is a real people. This is real reality TV.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's the
Well,
thing.
one of these days I'll bring in my teapot. Mine's pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's an older one, and it's a dark brown. And you'll find it interesting.
Indeed. Let's see if I can do this. Sometimes I can do just one camera and not the other. There we go. How's that? Don't we look good now?
Yeah.
There we go. Except we also have.
Okay, we're on this one? I guess we're on that one. Okay. Oh, you have delay?
Delay?
Yeah, was that a
What?
delay?
What? There's very little delay. I have purple fingers.
Oh.
I noticed that. What is this? My fingers look weird. Look at them.
Yeah.
They don't look weird here, but they look weird.
Well,
there.
right in front of my shirt, they look weird. Mine do.
Yeah. Huh. Well.
I know. Here
Let's
they
have
go.
another fig. Look at this, and I just think, oh, these are great. I like the figs, and
They are good.
I see that you've not held back. You've eaten more than one, so
I have. I had
so-
3.
so they're not so bad, are they?
No, they're good.
Not bad at all.
They're really delicious. Do you eat dates? I like dates too. They're good.
Dates and figs are both good.
Well, I can't quite tell you how many cups I've had, because that's that thing about drinking. Well, if you keep adding 2,
Oh yeah.
then you're still on the first one.
First cup. So you're still on your first cup.
Well, officially, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I haven't finished my first cup yet, but I've been adding to. I had what was in the first one?
PG Tips.
PG Tips,
Mm-hmm.
and then the oolong, and then the other one is the green. So I guess I will finish this, and then I'll have 2 cups.
All right. All right. Well, anyway, I'm enjoying seeing the tea catalog here, and then they have some teas for sale. We have a French. But
What's that?
well, this teapot. Well, there's a Blue Willa teapot, which that's okay. I like a nice Blue Willa pot. That's nice. Styled somewhat similar to an Easy Steeper. Here, this is one with a slightly more sort of Chinese design to the pot.
You mean a taller than a fatter?
A lot of it has to do with how the spout is on and stuff. I don't know. I just know the shape, it's the style.
Wow. You mean I'm drinking more than you?
Oh yeah, it happens, believe me.
Oh, trust me, I always drink more.
Well, you said you wanted to
I like to drink.
get some.
Bring it on.
You wanted to get some stimulants in you, didn't you? Okay.
Yep.
That's weird.
What's that?
Collectible teapots.
Collectible teapots? Oh, you mean in the little miniature one? Is that what you were talking
I
about?
don't know their size. They were just funny looking. I knew that. And then look at these little squatty pots and stuff. See, those
Cool.
are two more of a Chinese or Japanese design there too.
Oh, for sake? Is that what that is?
No, they're teapots.
What is
it-
that?
Something say sake on it? I don't know.
I don't know. The dish itself.
These little dishes
Yeah,
here?
the square.
I don't know. They're little square dishes to put little things in.
Oh no,
This one looks
sake
like-
isn't a tea. Sake's in.
This one looks like it has nuts in it or something, and then the other one up there looks like it has tomatoes and lettuce in it or something. I don't know. I like that one very much.
But is that more for like an iced tea because of the glasses being tall upright, or not really tall upright, but not in a teacup. But yeah, I figured that you would find that interesting. I brought something else for
I like
Jonathan.
that. See, I like those kinds of patterns and stuff. Do you like that?
Oh, I love that.
All right, now there's a good pattern.
Yep.
How much is
way
that one?
cool.
That one's not all that expensive, is it?
$18? No. Well, there again, like I said, check and see if it's wholesale or retail though.
And the mug is $7.
He's good. And the saucer's $4. So $11 for a cup and saucer.
Oh, but I'd have to. I don't know how much the pot holds. Can you read it? Can you tell how much it holds?
The teapot is 20 ounces.
All right, 20 ounces. That sounds like a fairly good sized teapot.
Well, how much are those?
I don't know.
Because I have a 20
20
ounce.
ounces, not huge. I'm thinking of
Right.
like a Diet Coke I get at the store is 16 ounces, so it's only 4 more than that. So it's not a huge teapot. It's a small teapot. But I'm thinking that all of the teapots on the table here hold more than 20 ounces.
I would say so.
With the possible exception of the tall one, the thin one, but not necessarily. I don't know that it holds. It probably holds more than 20 ounces, but yeah. But it certainly is a nice looking teapot. Yeah, maybe if you just had one.
Just for one person.
One person or one guest
Morning.
over for tea. You see what it is? It's you and I now. I have just one guest here for tea, but I have 3 pots full of tea right now. What on earth?
I guess that means I'll have to drink them.
You'll have to drink a lot
Yeah.
of tea. Have you decided which one you like the best?
No,
Okay.
I don't really have a particular favorite. They're all good. The green tea's more a mellow, where this one was more of a bite ya.
Really, a bite you.
But then it might have steeped longer.
It did. Well, actually, I threw that one comes in tea bags, and I threw an extra tea bag in there today.
So it was a strong bite you one.
But
I mean, it's still good. Don't get me wrong.
It's a strong pot.
Right. Yeah, but I like it strong.
How about the one in the middle, and then
The oolong was good.
That came in the middle. And that was just the middle.
Not saying that it came in the middle. Oh, I guess that means I'll have to have another cup of all of them so I can decide which one I like
at least
the best.
one. Now there you go. That's a pretty fancy one. That's some kind of a blue willow type.
Well, I'm glad to see I brought you something that you liked. That's cool.
Well, I've not
like
seen a catalog for.
I'm like, okay. Was that my fingers with the hair on it, or was that just a hair on the bottom?
For the first time, I began to see things I had never noticed
What's
before.
doing? Is there music?
I began to float up and away from my body as my brain seemed to be held in the grip of a giant vice. My temples were pounding. Everything around me became suddenly unreal, as if in a dream.
It says everything suddenly became unreal. As though in a dream. As if in a dream or something like that. Okay.
Really?
Well, now here's a tea cozy.
Oh, to keep it
A
warm?
tea for one cozy.
Is that what it is? To keep it warm?
Obviously, if you. They have an awful lot of nice teapots in here. They really do. I agree with that.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it other than I saw what it was and okay, put it on a pile because I burnt. I got rid of a lot of my old
Put
catalogs.
it on a plow.
Pile.
Pile.
Which accent's that?
I was completely.
Yeah, I had a bunch of different catalogs and from trade shows. I think that they're fun. Have you ever been to a trade show?
Oh yeah.
I enjoy them. What kind you go to?
I'm so glad you asked. I get to tell you about my favorite trade shows. Probably my favorite trade show is one called NAM.
NAM? NAM?
National Association of Music Merchandisers.
Ooh. For royalties and licensing? Is
No.
that what it was? No, it was just
People who own music stores.
okay.
Like, where you go in to buy a guitar or a tuba
Okay.
or an amplifier
Okay.
or an organ and the people who make all of these things are at the NAM show.
Cool. So it's based more for the band type of. Is that?
That's where you used to at NAM. That's where I first saw. Me and names. Les Paul. Les Paul for years would always be in the Gibson booth. He'd be sitting there playing the Les Paul.
Wow.
And it's like that all the it's the big show of the year for all the music people. And so all of them that have if Fender sponsors a band or if a synthesizer company sponsors a band or something, or if Gibson Guitar has Les Paul guitars, well you go to NAM and you find Les Paul sitting there playing one, and
That's cool.
so all the guys are there, and then besides that, it's turned into it's kind of a trade show, but it's not a trade show. Is a thing called the AES, Audio Engineering Society. And at the Audio Engineering Society, well, that's the time. That's the time of year where everybody who's doing research presents their papers and stuff like that. But there's lots of companies and products and stuff too. They have a big floor full, like it's in like a big convention center, and they have like a big floor just full of booths and stuff, and of course, well, everybody who makes a microphone is there, you know, because this is the Audio Engineering Society, you know, and everybody who makes a quality amplifier is going to be there with their, you know, so, you know, it's.
And then they have lectures on.
They do. They have lectures on certain subjects, and then they also have people presenting their papers and stuff that they've done work on. Some of the lectures are really good. Rupert Neve. He gave a lecture the last time I was there, which but you wouldn't know who he was.
No.
But,
I was going to ask, who is he?
Okay. Rupert Neve designed and built the mixing boards that they would have used in Abbey Road Studios when the Beatles recorded there.
Wow.
And stuff like that. And
Very
you've heard of the Beatles.
Well, that's I'm a child of the 60s. I hope so.
But I realize you wouldn't know who Rupert Neve was. But if you were at AES, if you were a member of AES, you would know who Rupert Neve is a member of AES, and that, you know, it's that gang of people. It's those people in the background who design and build or work with the equipment to make it turns out the Beatle album that you listen to, you know, it's got to be recorded by the band just didn't go in and it magically happened. You know, there's other people, and that's all those other people.
That's a fun thing about trade shows. I do like trade shows. I mean, they're fun.
Oh yeah. Well, tell us about what kind of trade shows you've been to. You were at one to get the tea catalog, but you weren't at a tea trade show, were you?
No, like I said, I don't remember which one. I was at one. Well, I've been at a lot of them. That possibly was at a trade show when I was up in New York, up at the Javits. There was a licensing show and different design shows. You've got something coming in?
I just noticed at the door.
Or maybe it was,
What, a licensing show?
yeah,
It's a trade show for
a
licenses?
trade show for licensing products. That's why when you had said earlier, it was like, was it a licensing show? Where you have the movie companies, they had the movie companies, they had the toy manufacturers, anybody who manufactures a product that has a name on it. Your NASCAR, your football, your basketball, your baseball, and you have a name. You buy a hat and it has the name of a product on it. Well, that's licensing. You buy a license in order to either sell the product or to manufacture the product with that trademarked or copyrighted name on it. Yeah. So I had gone up there to check it out and see all about licensing and licensed products. So that was really cool. And then I've been to the New Age trade shows down in Orlando. The INATS, International New Age Trade Show. And they have one on the East Coast and then one on the West Coast. So that's pretty cool too. They have like 3 shows in one: gifts, jewelry, and then the New Age products for the New Age stores, crystals, stones, books, things like that. That's where I had gotten this book, The Old Girl's Book of Spells, which it's like, it's interesting.
Is there a good spell in there?
I haven't really read it other than to look through it, and I'll tell you, I'm not one to do anything on another person's will. So I've noticed that there was a couple of them that it's like, I don't believe in Here, spell to dissipate the force of someone else's envy or get off my case spell. Well, that's not really too much. But
Oh, I might need that.
yeah, that wasn't too bad. But there was one like,
Let's read that one. Tell us, what does it, read it. What
That
does
one?
it say? Now, what was the name of
okay,
the spell?
spell to dissipate.
Yeah, wait a minute.
All right.
Spell to dissipate.
Oh, you know what? Because this is something that I was even looking at the other day, because it's talking about wolf's hair. And wolf's hair is the greatest thing in the world to protect yourself with.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, wolf's hair.
But I have to go find a wolf.
Well, there should be some people around here who raise wolves. And who
A red
have
wolf would be nice. The red wolves are
Yeah.
nice.
Well, you're supposed to carry, wolf's hair carried in a red cloth pouch
Okay.
will protect you from anything.
All right.
Yeah, there's your red.
Wolf hair. But you got to get that wolf hair. You got to chase down a wolf and snatch a little hair.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
Not get bit.
It also says to use the hair of a black dog. It will work just as well.
Okay, because I used to know a dog that looked looked exactly like the big bad wolf.
Yeah?
But there's a dog named Skee Ball, but Skee Ball
Was it black?
Yeah, but with some white on it. But the
Yeah.
Skee Ball is no longer with us.
Okay, well, this is a spell to help you deal with your own or someone else's power issues. In any group of powerful females, there's bound to be some competition and envy. In crone circles, the main point of envy is power, and power manifests at a lot of different levels. People can feel